Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is D-Man coming back at it again with another YouTube video, and today, ESPN announced their top 10 running backs in the NFL. Now, this isn't ESPN's list. They are just the network that pushed this top 10 list out. The people that put together this top 10 list were big dogs in the league. You talk about executives, coaches, GMs, players, people that know the game very well. They're not just asking fans. They're not just asking, casuals that watch the football. Casuals that watch football. These guys that put together this list, they know what they're talking about. So this is a pretty good list. I have some. We'll mainly talk about Derrick Henry and why he is number one on this list, in my opinion. But there is a little bit interesting, definitely an interesting order, and definitely some interesting names there towards the end. But with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about Derrick Henry and why, in my opinion, he is no-brainer, the best running back in the NFL. You can argue Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, those guys, and I think Christian McCaffrey at 5. In my opinion, Christian McCaffrey is either 2 or 3. But, they put him at 5 here. He was injured last year, so that might have, persuade people to put him a little lower on their list. But in my opinion, I still think he's top 3 back in the league for sure. I'm just looking through this list. Let me know down below what you guys think about this list. We'll talk about the list first, and we'll get to Derrick Henry. Alvin Kamara at 2. That's fair. I probably would have him 3 or 4 on my list. He's definitely easily top 5 running back in the league. Maybe top 3. Really, Alvin Kamara. I'd probably put Derrick Henry and then either Alvin Kamara or Christian McCaffrey 2 or 3 there. And then making our way through the list, got Dalvin Cook at 3. I would probably have him right behind Christian McCaffrey and Alvin Kamara. Probably what I'd do, I'd just move Christian McCaffrey up to 2, and then Alvin Kamara 3, Dalvin Cook 4. I do like Aaron Jones a lot. But these guys on the list, man, these guys are all good. Joe Mixon is an interesting name I saw on this list. Is he a top 10 running back in the league? That's for you to say. In my opinion, I don't think he is. But they have him on here. He played very well last year. But I just don't see him as a top 10 running back. And then Josh Jacobs at 10. That's a fair. I think that's very fair for him at number 10. But let's get back to Derrick Henry. So in my opinion, the list is similar to what mine would look like. Like I said, my top 5 would probably be maybe the same exact top 5, maybe switch out. I think that would be my top 5, maybe just reordering and put Christian McCaffrey at 2, then Alvin Kamara at 3, Dalvin Cook 4, Nick Chubb 5. That's probably my top 5, because I love Ezekiel Elliott, I love Saquon Barkley, I love Aaron Jones. I just don't think they're better than Dalvin Cook and Nick Chubb, who are, in my opinion, at that 4 and 5 spot for me. But I'm kind of going off the. I need to go back to what we're actually talking about here, and is Derrick Henry, and why I think he is the number 1 running back in the league. And obviously, people around the league agree with me on that for sure, as people have him as their number 1 running back. Now, I did see that the lowest ranked Derrick Henry was 6. Someone put Derrick Henry at 6. Now, I don't know if there was any requirements for, I didn't know if they had to take like a breathalyzer test or something like that. But I don't know how in the world someone thinks that Derrick Henry, there's 5 running backs in the NFL that are better than Derrick Henry. I don't know how that's possible, but hey, I guess it happened. But in my opinion, Derrick Henry is 1,000% top 3. If you don't have him at 1, I think you're crazy. If you don't have him at 2, I think you're insane. If you don't have him at 3, then you're from another planet and you just don't watch football. But like I said, Derrick Henry, the best running back in the league. There's a stat on there where he is the fastest running back crossing the line of scrimmage. So I think it was like 10.8 something miles per hour, where he is when he is crossing the line of scrimmage. That's how fast he's going. So about 11 miles per hour, and he's the fastest running back. And I think the fastest in the NFL is Lamar Jackson at 13 point something. But that's just tells you right there that a lot of people, when Derrick Henry was coming into the league, a lot of people didn't like him as soon as he got the rock because they thought he was a little bit too slow right when he got the ball. But obviously we've seen at Alabama, we've seen early on the Titans that when he gets past that first line of defense, that he's faster than everyone on the field. There's no one's going to catch Derrick Henry once there's nothing but green grass in front of him. That's just we've seen it over and over again. But that the big question coming out of college was big backs. You didn't see many of those as big as him. So that was a big question mark. And like I said before, right when he got the ball, he just didn't look explosive. Didn't look as explosive than he is now. Back when he got drafted and first couple years backing up DeMarco Murray. But after that Eddie George talk, something just clicked and he just started absolutely destroying defenses. But yeah, y'all let me know down below what you guys think about this list. Derrick Henry at 1, in my opinion, is definitely a no-brainer. I've heard people say Christian McCaffrey is the best running back in the league just because how versatile he is, and that's fair. You could say that, but in my opinion, Derrick Henry is just a game changer. You can literally, Derrick Henry can carry a team himself. It's unbelievable what he can do. And again, there's some guys on here that can do that, but not as often as Derrick Henry. We've seen Derrick Henry obviously surpass 2,000 rushing yards last year. So, he can do some things that people didn't even think were possible. Nothing else much that I really can say other than he's definitely the number 1 running back in the league. Again, let me know down below what you guys feel about this list, what you guys think about this list, anything you would change. In my opinion, I don't mind the list. I just think Christian McCaffrey should be higher. Maybe Joe Mixon isn't a top 10 running back, but that's for you to decide. Again, I think Saquon, Zeke, Aaron Jones, Nick Chubb, Dalvin Cook, all the top 8 are about where I would put my top 8. That would probably be the same players, maybe just a little bit different order. Then 9 and 10, I probably have Josh Jacobs. I don't know. I think Josh Jacobs is in my top 10. Don't know about Joe Mixon. I think Josh Jacobs is definitely better than Joe Mixon, so I definitely have him at 9. And then Joe Mixon at 10. But the list looks solid to me. Again, there are a couple things I would change, but y'all let me know down below what you guys think about this list, how you guys feel, what you would change. And is Derrick Henry the best running back in the league? It's a no-brainer. Derrick Henry is the best running back in the league. But yeah, with that being said, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. And until next time, I'll see y'all.